Now, if you saw my last video about popcorn and looking at the view count on it, not many of you did, you'll know that I'm absolutely mad for the stuff. But I like sweet popcorn in particular, as opposed to salted popcorn, which is very popular in America. And when I saw this in Argos, I thought to myself, ooh, this looks interesting. If you don't know what Argos is, I'm not sure what the analogy would be to Americans. I'm not sure if you have stores like Argos in America. Argos is basically a shop that acts like a warehouse, basically. They give you a giant catalogue the size of a phone book, and you basically order up at the till, and then you wait for them to deliver it out the back. So I had to wait about 7 minutes for them to deliver Colonel Popcorn's Micro Popper. This is a microwave popcorn popper, as you can probably work out from the name, which is a bit of an alternative version of your popcorn makers, the ones that kind of blow like bloody hair dryers. That kind of puts you off making popcorn, really, because it's so bloody loud. It sounds like a bloody jet taking off. Here it is. This is basically a glass jar, essentially, with a rubber lid, and it comes with this bag of popcorn. This is 90 grams of kernels here. I'll put those back in for the minute. One thing I do have to give this credit for is the packaging, because I'm almost certain this is an Argos owned brand, and they've actually come up with a backstory for Colonel Popcorn. It's actually surprisingly funny. I'm gonna read a couple of choice extracts here. Born in 1775, Arthur Herbert Bentley Beagle rose through the ranks of the British Army to become Colonel Bentley Beagle in 1799, after which he travelled to India to serve king and country. Bentley Beagle was called into action in the United States during 1812, but was discharged when a poorly handled toasting iron caught him from behind, ending his military career. Discharged from duty, he was lost and without a home, an army man without an army. He travelled south to the plains of the Mississippi and the banks of the River Pearl, where he built himself a wooden hut using only his bayonet and a jar of Aesius Arkham's finest moustache wax. Travelling farmers from the surrounding smallholds took pity on him and brought him food and clothes and a barrel of dried maize that they had no use for. Times were hard and food was scarce. On a freezing winter night in 1819, with only one day's rations left, he abandoned the dried maize, succumbing to the wintry conditions. With all energy about to leave his body, when suddenly, pop! He heard a sound and could barely believe his eyes as the dried maize leapt out of the pan and into the air, exploding into tiny clouds as it soared and danced. Pop! Pop! Again and again the maize exploded and filled the air with a wonderful smell. He ate and realised he could see another day, and all because of these wonderful, warm, fluffy pillows of corn. He had invented popcorn and his life was saved. I hope you appreciated that. What this also comes with is recipes. Now this is the parts that I kind of thought, I can make a video out of this, because it has 2 different recipes, not just for bland, flavourless popcorn, and I don't mind that. I quite like dry things because I'm a weirdo, but it also tells you how to make sweet popcorn and savoury popcorn, and we're not making savoury here. Pah! That's for Americans. We're gonna try out sweet popcorn right here. So, it says, melt 30 grams of butter in the glass popper. 30 grams of butter that refuses to come out of the bloody measuring thing. Come on. Come on. As you can already see, I've got the sugar ready. And it still won't cooperate. Jump cut. Melting the butter, melting butter. I know this is scintillating viewing, it's exactly what you go to my channel for. Ooh, that's a lovely sound. You're not supposed to be popping yet. Add a tablespoon of granulated sugar and half of this bag of kernels. Right, so the butter is melted, the sugar is inside, and the bag of popcorn is open. Half in. Okay, that's about half the bag, I would say. And now the fun part. And then cook following the instructions, which is apparently just put it on the microwave on high for 3 minutes. That sounds easy enough. I'm sure I'll find some way of screwing that up. Yes, my popcorn pretties, pop! Pop! There's still a few unpopped ones in there, but the results seem to have been quite effective. Smoking! Yes, this is freshly popped out of the microwave. I've given it about a minute or two for it to cool off, but it's still quite warm. I'm very delicately holding this by the handle because I don't want to scald myself. And are these too warm to eat? That is the question. Okay. I get the impression I might have burnt this. It did say 3 minutes, but the problem is the instructions didn't list a microwave wattage, and mine is 900. So this might have to be something I try again, presumably with lesser burned bits on them. Ooh, that's sweet. But it does work. There is some very burnt ones in here, I have to say. It's got quite a buttery taste to it, as you would imagine from the sheer quantity of butter involved. Maybe I could have done a better job of mixing it together. Live and learn, eh? Live and learn. It's the first time I've tried these things. But yeah, it don't take too much delving to see that some of these look very, very burnt. That's a way of doing this that I can't get steam directly into the lens. Yeah, you can see that there's those dark patches there. That's yeah, definitely got a bit of a burning smell. They taste pretty burnt too. So yeah, very, very burnt. I think I will have to live and learn that maybe 2:30 might be the ideal time. Maybe I should mix the butter together better. Well, it came out okay, generally fine, but this might require a little bit more practice. But hey, it might save me some money in the long run, as opposed to buying popcorn and get kernels instead, because obviously those are far cheaper. I like the concept of it though, and it doesn't sound like a bloody hairdryer for 3 minutes. That's a very burnt one. Crispy. Yeah, that's a bit on the carcinogenic side, I think. But yeah, this is a cute idea. It's a cute little novelty. Would I recommend it? If you're nuts about popcorn like I am, maybe. I'm pretty sure you don't need to buy a jug specifically. I'm pretty sure you can just, if you got a jug, I'm pretty sure you can just copy this recipe straight off. So final verdict, I think it's about 3 out of 5. I've got a newfound respect for Mike J and his infomercialism videos. Anyway, I'm going to close this off by just staring into the camera, just like I'm peering into your soul.